Most burglars look for an easy target, a quiet house, no alarm, no neighbors watching. But in the autumn of 1998, 3 intruders in rural Oregon picked the wrong house. At first it seemed abandoned. The windows were dusty, the paint was peeling, no lights shined from inside. What happened after they stepped through the front door would become something none of them could explain. And according to local rumors, only one of them ever told the full story. 3 men arrived just after midnight. They had heard the owner was elderly and rarely visited the property. The plan was simple: get in, grab anything valuable, leave. The front door wasn't even locked. As soon as they entered, they noticed something strange. The hallway stretched much farther than it should have. From outside, the house looked ordinary. Inside, the corridor seemed impossibly long. One of the men laughed and blamed the darkness. They switched on their flashlights and continued. Soon they reached a staircase, then another staircase, then another. The layout made no sense. Every room connected to another room. Every hallway seemed to curve back into itself. After 20 minutes, they realized something unsettling. None of them could find the front door again. The men separated to search faster. That was their biggest mistake. A few minutes later, one of them shouted. The others followed the sound. When they found him, he was standing in a room they were certain they had never seen before. The room contained dozens of doors. Every wall was covered with them. Some were large, some were tiny. One was built into the ceiling. Another sat halfway up a wall. The frightened man swore none of the doors had been there moments earlier. Then they heard footsteps, slow footsteps, somewhere deeper inside the house. The sound echoed through the halls. One intruder called out. No answer, only more footsteps, closer this time. They rushed through one of the doors. It led directly back into the same room. They tried another, same result. The house was trapping them, and the footsteps kept getting nearer. Panic took over. The intruders ran. One disappeared around a corner and never came back. The remaining 2 searched desperately for an exit. Instead, they found a large room at the center of the house. Waiting inside was an old wooden chair, and sitting in that chair was a man, an elderly man, motionless, watching them. The remaining 2 intruders demanded to know how to get out. The man smiled, then pointed behind them. For the first time in hours, they saw a front door. Without another word, they sprinted toward it. They burst outside and ran all the way to their vehicle. Only after they reached the road did they stop. When they looked back, the house was gone. The entire structure had vanished into the darkness. Years later, one of the survivors claimed he still dreams about endless hallways and doors that lead nowhere. And every so often, he hears footsteps approaching from somewhere just beyond the next room. Was there really a house hidden in the woods? Did the intruders become lost in some forgotten structure? Or did they enter a place that wasn't meant to be found at all? Whatever happened that night, one thing is certain. The men entered looking for treasure. Instead, they found a house that seemed alive, a house that changed its shape, a house that didn't want visitors. And if the survivor's story is true, one of them may still be wandering those endless hallways to this very day. Like and subscribe for more stories like these.